Well, good morning, everyone. And once again, welcome to another live this morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. And we appreciate you coming on. I'm just going to get hooked up with my microphone here and hook up the camera. And hope you guys are doing well. And guess what it's going to be today? Q&A Monday. So we'll wait till you get your notifications. Let me see if you're coming on. Okay. Here we go. I'll turn this down. Okay. And let's see. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to go right from the top. Nick, I can't believe it. You were first. Rosalinda, Niagara Falls, Brahim, Fran, Orangeville, Kevin, Lynn, Sprucedale, Sandy, Francis Marie, good morning, Karen. And wait a minute here. Madeleine, Linda, Bonnie, good morning, Joyce, Carol, Deb from Timmins, Patricia from Florida, good morning. Arlene, how are you? And guys, we appreciate this. And Nick is saying hi to me. Sandy, Vancouver, Washington. Suli, Petawawa. Georgie, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Cheryl from West Virginia. Mary, how are you? Amber, New Jersey, good morning to you. And Yvonne, Petawawa. Heather, Miramichi. And Luella, West Tennessee. Say hi to Doc McEwen. Francis. Alice, Marla. Good morning. Rose, how is you? And Frida. Hi, Frida. And Diane Thunder Bay. Good morning to you. Wanda from Virginia. Good morning. Gloria, New York. Marl, Ottawa. And Suzanne, Edmonton. And Liette, how are you? Catherine. And Marilyn from Charlottetown. Doreen, New Brunswick. Mary, New Glasgow. Marianne from London. Sandy, nice to have you on. Maria. Donna, good morning. And Nativity, how are you, Nativity? Annette, good morning to you. We appreciate you. Cecilia. Milika from Stouffville. Rosa, Montreal, how are you? Eileen, how are you doing? From Brampton. Brenda. Where's that, Brenda? Kakabeka Falls. Where is that? Liette, Sturgeon Falls. She says, Liette saying it's freezing. Yeah, it's freezing. Fran, Sherry, Mississauga, Kelly, you get bonjour de Hearst, Ontario, Lise. Veronica, Marla, Nicole. Okay, there was Nikki and Nicole. Okay, Nicole, good morning. Karen, Diane. Arlene, we love you guys. Thanks for Gail from Saskatchewan. How are you, Gail? Sharon, hot day in Kansas, 102. But I'm going to tell you something. In Northern Ontario, hi, Gary, it ain't hot. We got climate change here because it got cold. It reminded us that we live in Northern Ontario. The temperature the other day, it was hot. And then in 5 minutes, a storm came in and then it got really cold. Okay, let's get back to the questions. Q&A Monday because we didn't get through all of them. Okay? Noeline is asking about a spot, I think, on her nose that keeps coming back no matter what she does. Noeline, if you can, send me a picture to info@Martin Clinic. I need to have a look at it, okay? Just to see what I think it is, okay? So send me a picture of that. Okay, let me see here. Beverly, I think I sort of answered you the other day, but let me just go over it because a lot of people ask me this. Every week I get a question on osteoporosis. And can I just tell you, if you look at the research on either the medication that they give, okay, like Fosamax or whatever for bone growth, and these are injections called, what is it, Prolia or Prolia, I can't remember, Pro-Bone. You know what, I've looked at that stuff over the years. It just hasn't been very successful, and you're building bone, but it's not strong bone. Look, I'm not telling anybody not to take a medication. What I do is tell you what you ought to be doing, and that is getting strong. You seem to be doing that, Beverly. You got bands. Stay strong. Don't take calcium. Oh, yeah, I did answer your question the other day. Because I remember talking about calcium. Don't take calcium as a supplement. Eat calcium. Because when you eat calcium, it's surrounded by, when you eat calcium from, you get calcium in steak with K2. You get calcium in dairy with K2. Okay? You get calcium in eggs. Do you know there's calcium in eggs? Yeah, there's calcium in eggs with K2. Eat calcium rather than take a calcium supplement, because it's the vitamin K2 that surrounds the calcium, that takes calcium that you're eating and puts it where it belongs. That's important, okay? I know calcium, and even today, I think if you took a survey, you would find that calcium is still, I know for years it was, when I had my radio show, calcium came number one supplement of all the supplements was calcium. And women especially got duped with that. Osteoporosis, you need calcium. Yeah, but you need calcium to get to the right place. You don't want calcium parking in your bloodstream. Think atherosclerosis. Calcium buildup in your arteries. You don't want calcium there. Vitamin K2, in nature, God put it in cheese. God put it in eggs. God put it in meat. But it's surrounded. Vitamin K2 is what you need with calcium. Don't take a supplement of it. I don't like it. Okay? There you go. But you're doing all the other things that I really like, Beverly. Okay, let's see now. Let's get to some more questions. I think I answered this the other day, Nativity, didn't I? I know you approve of 3 to 4 coffees a day. Yeah. Can you have an espresso? If that's the way you like it. Okay? Remember, Nativity, you get the benefits from the bean. And that's why you can have a decaf and still get the benefits of the bean. Now, with the decaf, try and get the Swiss water process, okay? Because then there's no chemical used to decaffeinate the coffee, okay? So, yeah, I approve of 3 or 4 cups a day. That's the sweet spot. And all the research bears that out. The research on coffee is legion. It's so good for you. It's why I replace the other vitamin C, ascorbic acid, with coffee. Was I right to do that? Yeah. Does everybody agree with me? No. Am I right? Yes. And go back. 40 to 50 years. And, you know, I sort of forget how old I am and how long I've been yapping and talking about health. It's over 50 years I've been talking about coffee. And I got shot down. You have no idea. I don't get shot down very much anymore on coffee. A little bit, but nothing like I used to. Coffee's acidic. Coffee's a diuretic. Coffee's no good for you. Coffee will kill you. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And I just was adamant. It's a gift. Enjoy it. Okay, thank you very much. Let me just see what else is... Okay, Michelle was asking, what are Dr. Martin's thoughts on non-cancerous tumors on the liver, causing lots of pain and affecting digestion of food as well as large ovarian cysts? Michelle, two things. One, estrogen. Block it. Why? Estrogen is a growth hormone, whether it's on your ovaries or whether it's on your liver. Estrogen makes things grow. And of course, we live in a world. And people get confused about this. And there should be no confusion. We live in a world. We're dominated by estrogen. Xenoestrogens. Estrogen from the outside of the body. I heard the other day, they're going to spray our forests. With all these chemicals and all, you know, you can't get away from it. Then you add plastic and you add air fresheners and you add everything. Guys, you can't get away from xenoestrogens unless you're planning to leave this planet with Elon Musk and go live on Mars. I don't know, but you can't get away from it if you're on planet Earth, and that elevates estrogen. And you guys know this. I've been talking about this for a long time. That makes cancer grow. It's a growth hormone. It makes a woman beautiful. You need estrogen, but you don't need extra estrogen. And it makes women too. Plus, it's one of the reasons that when we see breast cancer out of control, guys, 1 out of 20 in the 70s to 1 out of 5, 6, 7, depending on what studies you look at. We're not winning the war on cancer because we're looking for love in all the wrong places. We're not talking about growth hormones. Estrogen is a growth hormone. It's beautiful when it's controlled. And when it's not, it makes things grow. So if it's a spot on your liver and it's even if it's like you gotta block estrogen. That's why I like flax seeds. I would have you on our menopausal formula with DIM. I even have men on the menopausal formula with DIM because it dims out their estrogen. Okay? For prostate. Why is prostate cancer? 1 out of 4 men. Prostate. It grows. Why? Estrogen. Not testosterone, estrogen. Men should be full of testosterone, but they're full of estrogen. Xenoestrogens. Okay? We live in a world. Plastic. From Mount Everest to the placenta. It's everywhere. It's in the oceans. It's in our water. It's in the air. What are you going to do? Protect yourself. That's what you do. And then secondly, insulin. Insulin is a growth hormone. It's a beautiful thing. Insulin needs to be controlled, and you guys know that. So again, food. You only use insulin when you're eating food. And you don't use much when you eat eggs, meat, and cheese. This is why I talk about it all the time. You want a few vegetables? I don't care. You want a few fruit? I don't care. Just don't make them number one on the hit parade, because they're not. Okay? You'll keep your insulin down if you lay off the sugars, the crappy carbohydrates. That's what causes insulin to skyrocket. And we have a whole new world today with 93% of the population have trouble with insulin. It's a hormone. It's a growth hormone. It fuels cancer. It's with estrogen. Lower the both of them. That's what to do. Okay? Keep your liver empty. And you keep your liver empty when you eat the right foods. Otherwise, insulin will pack up your liver with glycogen. Sugars turn to fat. Okay? Thank you very much. And that was Michelle. Okay? Liette, we found a chip stand in Sudbury. Okay. No, but look what Liette says. I like it. Who cooks their French fries in tallow. I like that. They got the memo. Were they chip stand listening to Dr. Martin? Were they listening to the Doctors In podcast? Been talking about, we changed the oil. Why did fast food become so bad? We changed the oil. McDonald's used to use tallow until the oil police came around and said, you're using saturated fat, and saturated fat will just clog up your arteries. And we've been sent here by the oil police to change your oil to seed oils. Yeah. Okay? And the rest is history. Look at the size of our population. Not the body count, but the size of individuals. What happened? How come? Well, we changed the sugar to fructose, high fructose corn syrup, and that makes things grow. What does a bear do getting ready for hibernation? Eats about 30,000 blueberries a day. Now, I never counted, but somebody did. And they get fat on fructose. Now, listen, you have an apple, I don't care. Just don't drink it. You want an orange? I don't care. Just don't drink it. The worst thing you can do is drink the fruit juice. So getting back to the oil, they're using tallow. Great. Okay? Now the French fries, don't live on them. It's a treat. And listen, cooked in a better oil, for sure better for you. Okay? But don't fool yourself. It's still a carb. It's, you know what I mean? We can't live on that stuff. Okay? Do I like French fries? Yeah, I love them. But they don't love me. Okay? And they don't love you either. Because you're going to need a lot of insulin. You'll need a lot less, though, with tallow. Okay? So good for them. I'm telling you, you go, Liette, the next time you're over there, would you give them a high five from Dr. Martin? Says, you know what? Dr. Martin says, you guys are good people. Good for you. Okay? Okay, let me just see here if I answered everybody here. I've had a sore throat for 3 months. Okay, I'm gonna make sure here. Okay, did I do this or not? My family doctor prescribed, and this is Elenis. Okay, Elenis. My family doctor first prescribed antibiotic for a sore throat for 3 months. Okay. Tecta. Oh, because they're saying, I see. Okay, here's what Elenis is asking. She's had a sore throat, and they finally discovered that it's silent acid reflux. Okay? And so they got him on medication. They want to block the acid. Okay? That's just a Band-Aid. That ain't going to fix nothing, Elenis. You need to, first of all, you need to get on eggs, meat, and cheese. Lower the sugars, because your body was designed. You get too much acidity coming up the throat when you don't have enough acidity in the stomach. Okay, whether it's silent or not. Change foods, digestive enzymes. Get on our digestive enzymes. Get on probiotics. Change your stomach. Change your gut. It makes a big, big difference. Okay? In the meantime, you're not getting a lot of burning because you didn't even know you had it. So I like aloe vera juice, a little bit of that. I find it to be effective. Okay. Carol, what does Dr. Martin think of hydrolyzed water? Well, water is hydrolyzed. H2O. Right? 2 units of hydrogen with O2, water. Okay? You got water, it's already hydrolyzed. I'm not big on I seen the containers and all this and that. What does it do for you to put more hydrogen in water? I don't know. Like, all I know is in nature, there's no better water than spring water. There's no better water. You want to add a little bit of salt to your water? I like that. Because we're so dehydrated today. We don't drink enough water and we don't get enough salt. Because people, salt. Oh, I got to watch salt because it's going to give me high blood pressure. No, it doesn't. Sugar gives you high blood pressure. So, you know what, Carol, if you want to go for it, go for it. As long as you're drinking water, okay? I'm not big on Kangen water and all the other waters. People have asked me that. Listen, when you're in the radio business like I was, okay, I had more people bringing me different types of water, different this, different that, and anything new that was under the sun. Dr. Martin, what do you think of this? Well, God's already given us water. Do we have to change it? Well, it's not going to hurt you, so I don't know. But I wouldn't spend a lot of extra money. I can hardly believe I'm talking in 2025 and telling people, if you would have told me as a kid that I got to pay for water, are you kidding me? But if you're drinking tap water without filtering it, you're making a mistake. Okay? Because I analyze water. I had people analyze it. City water and all. Ooh, don't drink that stuff. Not without filtering it. But I like spring water, guys. I really do. It's our gift. Okay. Jacko. What do you say, Doc, about this talk about statins for my family's history that makes too much cholesterol? Told our family on my mother's side makes too much cholesterol and it's bad, the bad kind. Well, Jacko, what do you think I think? Look, I respectfully disagree with that. Why? Well, cholesterol is not the root of heart disease. Well, Let me rephrase that. Low cholesterol is a problem, not high. High triglycerides, now that's another issue. Those are fat balls. And yep, that's a big problem in heart disease. It really is. But cholesterol isn't. Sugar is, because it causes glycation. It'll harden up your arteries. It destroys everything. Sugar, think about it, guys. Sugar destroys your teeth. Every dentist in the universe knows that. And then they give you a lollipop on the way out to kids. Don't eat sugar, but here's a lollipop. Ooh, a sucker. Sucker. Sugar, even in moderation, is not good for you. So it's not cholesterol, Jacko. And I try and teach that all the time. I'm not telling people not to take statins. I won't do that. I'm not in practice anymore. I'm just warning people. When you look at heart disease, why is it worse than ever? Is it cholesterol? Can't be. If it was, we would have fixed it. Statin drugs are the #1 medication of all time. We haven't fixed it. Because we're looking for love in the wrong places. I'm sorry. And Jacko, here's another thing. Don't hold your breath for the world to get the memo. Don't hold your breath. Why? Well, there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of big money involved. I mean, think about it. Billions and billions of dollars a year. And you know what? The researchers and all that, I'm not even questioning their motives. I'm sure there's some good people. And now they're getting into the weeds. You know how they get into the weeds? They're talking about particle size of LDL cholesterol. That's weeds. That's weeds. Why? They're just, yeah, but if you have LDL, small particle sizes, okay, well, then it's dangerous. See? They want to keep the focus on LDL cholesterol. And the research is showing the opposite of that. The higher your cholesterol, the better you are. But there's two schools. And the narrow road, okay? Remember Jesus talked about two roads? The broad road, he said. Matthew chapter 7. The broad road. It's popular. Most people are on it. And he said, there's a little narrow road, and few will find it, he said. Okay? And he said the broad road is where it's popular, but at the end, it's destruction. To me, it's cholesterol is the same thing. When you're on the wrong road looking for the wrong thing, at the end of the day, it's destruction. And I've been teaching that for a long time. But I ain't telling people not to take a statin drug. Your cardiologist or your doctor has you on a statin? Well, that's up to you. Okay? And I can understand the frustration because it's very difficult to argue with a physician. They'll go, where's your medical degree? Right? But they've been brainwashed, duped, in my opinion. It's my opinion. I try and back it up. And they want you not to eat animal products because that's where you find cholesterol in food. You eat cheese, you got cholesterol. You eat meat, you got cholesterol. You eat an egg, you got cholesterol. And doctors for years, even tallow, you got cholesterol. Butter, cholesterol. That's why they want to get you down on it. To me, it's silly. Anywho, let me see. Okay. Did I answer all the other ones? Gillian asking a question about What foods contain histamines? None. Anyway, Gillian, let me just get opinionated for a minute. I get a migraine when people talk about I'm histamine intolerant. Okay? And then they have a list of foods that have histamines in them. They don't have histamines in them. Now you might, okay, let me explain something. Your body, when it sees something that doesn't belong, that's what allergies are. Okay? You release histamine. Your mast cells, M-A-S-T, white blood cells, release histamine. Right? You start sneezing. Why do you sneeze? Achoo! Why? You're trying to get rid of something. Why do you cough? You're trying to get rid of something. Right? Why do your eyes water? You're trying to get rid of something. Your body's smart. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. So you release histamine. And then you have a whole group of people that believe, well, you can't eat this and you can't eat that because they contain histamine. No, what they do is for you as an individual. Like some people, guys, they can't eat cheese. It bothers them. Well, it's not the cheese. It's you. You have leaky gut. And your histamine is being released. It's sort of autoimmune. Your body sort of turns on something that ordinarily shouldn't bother it. Right? Some people, Doc, I can't eat eggs. I feel sorry for you. But it's possible. And you release histamine at the sight of an egg. That doesn't mean eggs are bad. It means you are upside down. Okay? It's you. It's not the egg. So when you say there's histamines in food, I don't buy it. It's you. And you gotta figure that out. That's why, like I used to tell people, you want to give me $600? I will take blood. I will send it to a lab in the US of A that I used to work with. But it's going to cost you $600. And the lab, and I was full disclosure, the lab would give me 200 of that 600. It was money making. For me. But I used to tell my patients, if I was you, I would just do the elimination diet. What? Well, you be the doctor. What? Yeah, you do it. How do I do it? Eat it? I don't feel so good. Hello? You got a problem with that food. And it ain't the food, it's you. It all started with leaky gut. It all started with your microbiome. It may have come because you had antibiotics as a kid that changed your microbiome, and now your scanner, you got a scanner inside your gut. It scans food. And some people's scanners are not working properly. And so it scans something, let's say cheese. It scans it, and for some people it goes, that's a foreign object. I can't digest it. And you know what I'm saying? That's the issue, guys. That's the issue. It's you. Okay? It's you. It's not the food. It's not eliminate all the histamines in food. Well, gee, they're in everything. But they're not really. It's you. Okay? Hey, my sister the other day telling me, I can't eat broccoli. I can't have broccoli. I have a grandson. His name is Brock. I call him broccoli. I can't have broccoli, she said. I said, well, that's you. That's you. It's you. It's not the broccoli. Okay? So, I have dermatitis and my naturopath wants me to eliminate high histamine foods. Gillian, I gave you the answer. Figure out what bothers you. Do the elimination, and it's you. A lot of people can fix their microbiome, and then they find out. I know people that couldn't have eggs for years and years and years. And then, you know what? I fixed my microbiome, and I can have eggs now. Holy smokes, do I ever enjoy them. Okay. You know what I mean by that? I think you guys get the memo. Okay, let me just see. Grounding sheets, Roxanne. Do they do anything for you? Well, look, I don't know. I'm not against them. I've heard yes, and I've heard no. I've heard they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then I've heard they do nothing. I don't know. I always tell people, look, I read everything. Send me everything you want. Some people, you just do grounding and it'll cure warts on your nose to pimples on your toes. I don't think so, but hey, I'm not against them. A lot of people swear by them. Hey, if it works for you, man, who am I to say they're no good? Okay. Laura, what is your protocol to talk about for a woman with stage 2 breast cancer? Well, I've gone through the protocol, and you can go and look at my previous podcast. Go on the Doctors In podcast and look at all the old podcasts. I've done so much on cancer. My protocol generally is this, okay? Generally is this. Eliminate sugar. Okay? Eliminate sugar. Eat steak, because cancer hates steak. Okay? Vitamin D. Find out what your levels are and make sure it's optimized vitamin D. B12. Get on high DHA. One of the keys. It's a tumor buster. It's a tumor buster. It's high DHA. That's why I love it for other reasons, but that one too. Okay? I like curcumin. Curcumin's got a lot of studies on cancer. A lot of studies. Amazing amount of studies. Drink coffee. No other drinks. You can have Dr. Martin's Perfect Smoothie with heavy cream. A little bit of berries. I like a little bit of berries. I like blueberries, a little bit of berries, a little bit of strawberries or whatever. You can have some berries in it. Don't put a banana in it. Unless you're making it for a kid. But for cancer, I wouldn't do it. Okay. I might have forgot stuff, but there it is. Okay. Let me see. Kathy, wondering about Dr. Martin's suggestion alternative to surgery for basal cell carcinoma. Well, look, I mean, it depends. Let me go into a little bit of skin cancer. We'll talk about it. Melanoma, basal cell carcinoma, which is the most common form of skin cancer. I'll do a little bit more. Alternative to surgery. Yeah, well, I'm a big guy on working inside out. Like really get your gut in good shape. You need some sun, but don't burn. Anyway, let me do some. I'll do some. We'll do a topic on that one day and focus in on that. Lorna had X-rays, bad bones. Oh no problem with bones. Sorry. So much aching and pain. Well, I'll tell you, I wish we could get the inflammation formula in Canada. It's in the States, but the Canadian government, it gives me a migraine. Anyway, curcumin. Combine curcumin with Navital. I find it to be very, very effective for pain. And lay off the sugars. Teresa, a diet that includes legumes and beans, detrimental for kidneys. Well, I don't know. Look, kidneys, what's really detrimental to kidneys is sugar. Yeah, oxalates, too much oxalate. You're not a rabbit. So living on legumes and beans and all that, and I know about lectins, you can have a bit, but don't have a lot of it. Like, you don't want to live on that stuff. But that's for me with every organ in your body, not just your kidneys. The worst is sugar. Ask a diabetic. But there's a lot of people, and a lot of women especially, get kidney stones, oxalates. Because they live on almonds and vegetables. And I don't know how many people they drink that almond milk, or they have almond in their milk in their coffee. How silly is that? That's all full of oxalate. Or they drink tea all day. That's oxalates. When they could be drinking coffee. Anyway. Okay, guys, I think I touched it all today. I hope I did. Okay, we love you guys. Thanks for putting up with my rants. We love you. Thanks for being the most faithful audience. Guys, we appreciate it. Got a great week coming. Love you. Talk to you soon.